When I first got here, conflict of interest was still going. I actually remember going into a bar and you guys were all there meeting, and I didn't know any of you were like, oh God, there's the cool guys.
Well, you know, and sorely mistaken.
Because it was also like an archive. You know, and it's like you interviewed it wasn't, you know, Art in America. It was covering the community in all these different ways. It was really crunchy. There was all kinds of different stuff going on. But you told the story of the origin of the name Conflict of Interest. Do you mind if I asked you to tell that story again?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Basically, really good friend, artist, writer, curator, Seth Schwager, who had a studio at Pump Project, the space that I ran, and was one of the very few people writing for art in Austin for the Austin Chronicle, mostly. And it's really hard to get coverage in Austin. But at that point, actually, it was quite good. There was, you know, like 2 people who were writing a lot, and Seth was one of them. Seth had this like super stupid stance of just being like, I can't write reviews about shows at Pump Project because I have a studio here. And I was like, that's so dumb. He was like, it's a conflict of interest. And in my mind, I just thought that was crazy because we all do so many things here in Austin, like having a studio here. How is that a conflict of interest? And I was just like, well, I'm going to start my own publication. It's going to be called Conflict of Interest.
It was like
I'm Seth Schwager. I won't write about your gathering. That's exactly what he sounds like. I mean, we were so hard up, people were hitting up Robert Jackson Harrington for his Tumblr post. It was like that bad. That's where we were at with arts writers. It was definitely a joke, but I definitely also, I complain a lot. I am super well aware of my disability. I swear to God. Just drink your Dr. Pepper. Settle down.
Still accepting sponsorship.
I understand. I like to bitch a lot, but I am also of the notion of like, you know, either like shut up at a certain point or do something about it.
Yeah.
But honestly, I have to say that Tao Batang, we ran it together, the 2 of us. She was truly the like force that was like, we should actually do this. And so I told her like if we could come up with content for like a year basically ahead of time, like ideas and like sort of categories, like I'd do it, and she really, like, I couldn't have done it with anybody else. Tao was like, Tao also was a founder, ran Tiny Park, which was an amazing gallery. And you know, we both really love writing, and it was not just visual art. I will also say it was visual art and the literary communities in Austin. Which was really cool to make that crossover and kind of, you know, dive a little deeper into that and sort of bring them together as well. And we were never really about critical discourse per se. It was very much about creating an archive of what was going on in Austin, because it's like if you don't have any coverage, it's like it didn't even happen. And we have such high turnover here and so many galleries and artists that come and they go. And it's like if you don't have these publications that cover it, which was certainly not happening, you know, it's like people forget about it. A lot of people don't remember a lot of galleries and amazing people that were here. And so it's actually, and we tried really hard. It was really difficult for the 2 of us to do on our own. But we had an amazing advisory board, and we even got to a point where we could, you know, we wrote grants and we were able to hire writers, and we couldn't even find people to pay to do it for us. It was like really difficult, but it's cool because now when you look at it, it's kind of this awesome like time capsule of that time.
Yeah.